Today we're going to do Peugeot 208. This one we're doing auxiliary belt. We're going to put new coolant, and also it is in schedule for Gates timing belt kit. The customer asked for something premium, so we're going to supply Gates. So we're going to start off by taking the wheels off, and then take the trim clips off this wheel arch and get it moved out, so I've got enough access to see the bottom half of the system. Now we got this sort of clip over here. There we go, off. But we only need this front half of this moved aside, so then I can access the pulley bolt. We've taken this cover off, we've tucked it to the side. There's this clip-on cover as well. I would like to know, I need to let this customer know, they're going to need some new wishbones because that joint is deteriorated in here. Out of the way, we've got nice access to this bolt here, which I believe is an 18. On this mount here, there's 5 of these T50 bolts to take out. Come closer. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, start off by hand because they're notorious for cracking. I'm looking forward to those 2 rusty ones that just clocked. Let me get a longer extension. 2 secs. 2 different lengths on the bolts. The shorter ones on the chassis, the longer ones on the engine itself. Okay, so now that you've taken that mount off, there's 4 16mm bolts. They're located sideways to the engine. Okay, tilt it like so. Again, break them off by hand. Well, break them loose by hand. Sorry, let's be accurate here. Don't want you coming and crying about it. I broke my bolts. So yeah, break them loose by hand. Just to speed things up, I'm just gonna use my mini right-hand drill and just take that out. $15mm spanner on the tensioner of the auxiliary belt. It's going to be a bit stiff. There we go. Okay, let me pin it. Cut that for a second. Right, if you have a pin or a spare pin, because you work on cars all the time, pin your auxiliary belt tensioner back. You need a 15mm spanner. Once your mount's out of the way, it's far easier to do this. Then it's a matter of just backing this belt off. So this belt we're going to be replacing. So this one I'm going to put in the trash. So as we're already taking it off, it makes sense put a new one in. Now if you have put one, I don't know, a year ago, maybe even in the last 6 months, and now you're needing the timing belt, then yeah, it makes sense to keep the belt you already got for the auxiliary. Whereas, you know, it's just one of those things that if you're already taking it off, if there's a chance to put a new part on the way back, yeah, it makes sense to put a new part. Especially this one, it was something like £18, which is, you know, peanuts. Now that that's removed, we are going to get these 7 and 8mm bolts for the timing cover out of the way. is this one. This is 7. It's not too complicated to remove this. There's two T30s here, 4 7mm bolts, okay, and just unclip that hose out of the way and you're going to get access to your timing belt. A couple more of those horrible 7mm. So I've taken the pulley off. They do have a keyway on how it goes on. It's an 18mm bolt. It's a walk in the park if you've got a tool similar to this. If you don't, then use the crank locking pin, which means take off the flexi for the exhaust, move it out of the way, and there is a locating pin for the flywheel. And if you use that, then it's easier if you're going in with manual force. Tucked away bolt. There we go. Very important, only turn it clockwise when you're spinning this. Yeah. You know, this hold to that one, and then we're trying to put a pin in here. But here, if you look from the crank pulley, what we're looking for is this dot here, which I'm marking up now in green. As I've said before, there is a 4th pin for the flywheel to be locked, but we're not going to use it on this occasion. It takes roughly about an hour or so to get this belt off. Now that the belt's off, I mean, I've turned it inside out. That's how the belt is. That's your teeth side. You can see it's starting to crack. And is it the worst? No. I mean, there's been worse belts where, you know, the teeth have been falling apart and stuff, but it's one of those things where this is definitely the belt from factory. Can't even see the writing on it, and given that it's 10 years and the current customer doesn't remember doing the timing belt, it's one of those things that is preventative maintenance rather than repair maintenance. And the difference is it's far cheaper to catch it early and replace it than wait for it to fail and replace it, where, you know, it costs 3 to 4 times the amount. There we go, it's coming out. Make sure you have some sort of receptacle to catch the fluid. There we go. This cap over here, make sure that all our water comes out. Right, so not everyone's going to have an air compressor, but once everything's cleaned up and tidy, just dust off the surface. As mentioned before, this is a premium timing belt kit. Gates was one of the most original timing belt makers in America. Now, usually I would use the INA kit, but unfortunately, because it wasn't in stock today, we're using this one, and it's a brand new kit. As mentioned previously, you can see you do get a new dry gasket with this water pump. And one of the first things you see, and I know this because I fitted quite a few of these so far, luckily, is that they tell you to use what's provided, and do not use silicone as mentioned over here. Oh, that's nice. They got a new flush tool.
Still recording?
I didn't know that. We've now fitted the water pump and the idler pulley. We're now going to fit the new tensioner and the new cam belt. So if you have a look over there, you can clearly see we reused the old bolts because this one didn't come with new bolts. No silicone, just the dry gasket and the new water pump after cleaning the surface and making sure it's nice and tidy. So this is the new timing belt. When fitting, if you look at the writing, make sure you can, it's legible. So it doesn't matter where this is because this is not a marked timing belt with the lines on it. This one, you just need to make sure the writing's facing you so you can read it, and yeah, just feed it anti-clockwise.
Yeah.
So, bit of drama with the belt. Ended up getting the INA kit. It is going to get an INA timing belt kit in it now. If you look, I don't know if the camera's going to pick this up. That belt there is significantly different. So this is the old one which came in the car. This is the Gates one, which is thicker, and then this is the INA one. It's two different sizes. So I forgot where the teeth are on this, but yeah, regardless, point is careful when you're fitting these because there is quite a lot of these DV6 engines, and depending on the applications, even the guy supplying can get this wrong. Okay, so old idler, old tensioner, old water pump. We've now done our 2 rotations. Pins go back. So look. Yeah, so we've now done the timing, done the 2 rotations. That's the new INA belt there. So yeah, it took a bit longer than expected because of the wrong parts. Occasionally this happens, but that's just how it goes. Can't be helped. Sometimes you get the wrong parts because there's so many variants of these DV6 engines. So, timing belt job's complete. Got a bit delayed due to mismatch of parts. Not much we can do about that, unfortunately, but it is what it is. I'm just going to take you on a test drive and then yeah, hand the keys over to the customer. We've taken the vehicle for a test drive. It's been about an hour. Quite happy with the result. I'm just going to hand over to the customer shortly. Tune in. See you next time.